Good morning, guys. MWUSA Season 3, Episode 120. It is an hour and a half after I got home. I am on my way to work, and it's going to be a great day. Now, normally, at this time of day on a Monday, I would have already stopped by a casino and then be heading to work. Instead, I skipped that because, frankly, I was probably still driving home when I was supposed to be at the casino in the morning. So we will have one stop to the casino for lunch, and then a couple stops tomorrow, one in the morning, one at lunch, possibly one in the evening tomorrow, and then we'll be back on the road again for another long trip. So yesterday was a very interesting trip. I can say that it was a little unexpected that shoot would end that way. It was one of those things that just doesn't normally happen to me. Normally, when I get the big bets out there, I chop back and forth, win a big one, lose a big one, get a blackjack, lose the next hand, and I end up ahead, 100 or 1,000 or 1,500, something like that. But that one was a nice shoe. We made $7,000 very quickly, and I would say it was a successful trip. One of the things that I was going to that area for did not pan out, so I did lose some money there, but it's all right. Wednesday, we're also going to be possibly doing some other types of betting, and I will let you know if that happens, and I'll explain a little bit. And that's about it right now. Right now, it is 61 degrees, still early, and I am on my way to work, and then I will come back and I will update you soon. Alright guys, just leaving the office. It's actually only 10:30 right now. I don't have a meeting till 2. That gives me just enough time to get to the casino. Actually, I have a meeting at 1. Or 1, I don't know. Anyway, I have just enough time to get to the casino. As soon as I get to the casino, I will put the office back in the GPS, and then just watch the clock. I will order some food, use my food voucher for the week, and look at the slots and see what we can do. I would love to make at least 200 or 300 today, so that's the goal right now at this spot, and we'll see what happens. I'll be back to update you soon. Let's go, baby! No, I'm just kidding. Wasn't that great. Alright, so I go in there and I start looking around. I see a couple small plays, and I play one machine. I had like $30 on it or something like that, and I cash out, and it gives me most of my money, and on the screen it says hand pay $12.50. Why would it pay most of my money on a ticket and then say it's a hand pay for $12? I don't know. So by the time they came out, they looked at it, they gave me the $12.50, and then we figured out that I was already paid the $12.50, so I wasn't supposed to be paid the $12.50. So I gave it back to them and walked away. So that was a lot of fun. Walked around and played a lot of machines, but just was breaking even on everything. Eventually saw a friend, said hi to him, talked to him for a while. Went back and ordered some food. What did you eat today, MW? Chicken strips. Yeah, I know it's not that great, but it's better than a burger, right? Just barely, but it's a little bit better than a burger. So had the chicken strips. Then he came back around and talked to me for a while and was talking to me about a jackpot that he recently won. Nice jackpot too, betting $3 a spin, hit it for $21,000. So you gotta love that. I feel really good for people like that, who are nice people, caring people, and when they hit big like that, I'm very happy for them. When I have people like yesterday that were playing 5,000 a hand and coming over to my blackjack table to buy in for 5,000 more in cash because they didn't want to slow down their table, so they slowed me down, and the dealer counted out to 5,000, then they took the chips over to the other table. I don't care about those people winning or losing. One way or another, it doesn't matter to me. But anyway, I ended up leaving the session ahead $69, so plus $69 there, and Yeah, really not the most exciting session, but not terrible either. I was in there for a little bit over an hour, and made a couple bucks. So anyway, now I am stuck in traffic in the worst way, behind all kinds of crazy trucks and construction. I hate this stuff. Come on, do this stuff at night. In California, I harp on California so much about how terrible it is and the taxes are high and stuff. But one thing they know how to do in California is build a road. They get into good contracts with companies, and they give them bonuses for finishing early. And these companies are working day and night, 24 hours a day, getting this road done early. It's worth it. I mean, the EV involved, it's worth it. I mean, get that thing done, get the cars back on the road, less accidents, less trouble, less traffic backed up. I mean, give me a break. Why wouldn't you just do the right thing? Here I am right now, stuck in traffic. I have no idea if this light is green that I'm under. I'm going to keep going here. Anyway, heading back to the office, and on my way to the casino, I talked to my wife, and one of my kids has a game tonight on the other side of town. Well, it's not even the same town, a different town. But between work and that town, guess what there is? There is a casino. So I told my wife that I would help her out. If she would drop the kid off, I would pick him up, because I'm a nice guy and I'm a generous husband and everything. So I'm going to go take care of that after work. Right now I'm heading to work. I'll have about an hour before less than that, before my next meeting. And oh my gosh, accidents everywhere. And then another meeting with the director, and then I will slowly slither out of the office, head back to a casino, and then go pick up the kids. So watch the game and all that. But the game's not until later, so I'll be off work hours before that. I'll be able to get probably an hour at the casino before I have to pick them up. So that is all good. 68 degrees, completely cloudy today. No rain, but cloudy. Not a terrible day. Good day for walking around outside, though. Anyway, letting you go right now, heading back to the office, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, it is afternoon now, late afternoon, and I was planning on leaving work to go back to the casino, but as it turns out, my car is ready, and I'm going to go pick up my car. So I'm getting picked up right now, and we're going to go pick up my car, and then I'll be back and let you know what's going on. Alright guys, I am back, and I am driving my original car again. Driving the Honda. I got the Bluetooth synced up again, and seems to be running okay. It sounds a little bit different, but I'm going to give it a few days and see if that works its way through. It probably will. It's been sitting around for so long. But yeah, here we are, 356,341 miles. And still going. So anyway, right now I'm heading off to the casino, and we're going to see if we can make a little bit more money and then move on to the kids game. So I'll be back. Alright guys, as I'm walking around my neighborhood now, I did go and pick up my car, paid for it, got everything taken care of, drove it away, and it wasn't driving right. And I ended up just telling the guy it wasn't going to work out. I didn't want it, and we decided that we're going to do a refund. So that's it. He's picking up the car, and I'm getting a refund on it, and I'll keep the car I have right now. I'll start shopping around for something new, and we'll see what happens. So also I ended up going to that other casino and playing for about 20 minutes or so. Only found a couple small plays and ended the session ahead $55. So plus 55 there, and ended up coming home now and taking care of some family stuff, getting some dinner. Just going to relax tonight. Going to get up early tomorrow morning, go to the casino, and then I'm going to head over to the car guy's garage, talk to him, get everything settled up, see if he wants to buy the car, and get that out of my way. And that should be it. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and I'll be heading off to my first stop tomorrow. All right, good morning, guys. It is Tuesday morning right now, and I am just heading out, and I don't know what's going on. As soon as I left my neighborhood, it's like bumper to bumper traffic. There's never traffic here, so it's probably some kind of construction or closed lane. Oh, there's a trash truck up here. It's only a 2-lane road, and it's actually a pretty dangerous place to have someone slow down traffic because there's a hill. You come up over the hill and you see all these cars stopped right in front of you. So anyway, good morning. It is 52 degrees outside. I am just heading out. I am going to a casino before going to the office. I will also be swinging by the guy's repair shop to talk about my car. He had my car for almost a year, like 10 months or so, maybe longer than 10 months. And I go pick it up, and it's a little loud when I'm accelerating. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe it's just, it's been sitting around for a long time. And I send him a message, and he's like, yeah, I noticed that. He said, but I drove some other hybrids that are similar to it, and they make that noise too. And I'm like, yeah, this is like 5 times louder than it used to be. So I drove it a little bit longer, and it wasn't getting any better. And once I got to the really higher speeds, not like 100, but I'm like 70, 75, it was getting really loud. So then I continued driving it. I've driven it for like 30 or 40 miles, and the oil light comes on. I'm like, dude, come on. I mean, you replace all these parts, you work on this car all this time, and you don't check the oil? So I swing by an auto parts store, I just didn't realize I already had oil in the trunk, because it used to have an oil problem, but he had repaired that. I got some oil, put it in, everything, continued driving. The oil light comes on again. I'm like, I just put about 2.5 quarts in this thing because I didn't know how much it needed. I put a little extra in there just to be safe, because I was going to take it back to him to check the oil. The oil light comes on again. I'm like, no, this isn't going to happen. I call him up. I said, look, this just didn't turn out the way I wanted it, and you're going to have to take it back. And he said, I don't know what else to do. He said, I've had it for all this time. He claims that he put $7,000 or $8,000 into it, and of course he didn't charge me that. He was gentlemanly about it and just charged me what we originally agreed on price-wise. But I'm like, what are we going to do here? I mean, now you're going to take it back and you're going to look at it for another few months? I can't have that. So I'm going to swing by probably sometime this morning. Where is my laptop here? And just talk to him and just get my refund. Probably let him keep the car, and whatever he can do with it, recoup some of the money, that would be fine. And I will be driving this thing, which I bought in September, I believe, or August, and I only paid $3,000 for this. It was supposed to be a temporary car, and I've been driving it all this time. I put 58,000 miles on it with no issues, and I'm just going to drive this for a while, and that'll give me the time to shop around for something that I really want, and we'll start fresh with a new car. I was trying to not do that because I wanted to hold on to the funds, but it's time, so I'm going to start shopping around for something new. So right now, like I said, I'm heading off to my first stop, a casino, about a little over an hour from where my current position is, and I'll be back to update you. Alright guys, I am back. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to use this app. They just had me update terms and agreements, so I have a feeling the time is almost over where I will not be able to use this app anymore. And I've tested out probably 10 other apps, and they're all junk. And it's going to stink because I'm going to have to use my phone to record and then save it on my SD card and then import it from my SD card to my app and then change the name of it and add it to my library and then add it to the episode. That's going to be... Anyway, I might end up doing one long episode, and that wouldn't be good if I just do one cut, because then the emotion and all the information will be lost. I won't be able to remember all that stuff. So anyway, I go into this place. I'm going to hop in and out in 20 or 30 minutes. I was there over an hour, and I didn't find a lot of plays either. But I was like digging, looking for plays, and first run through, I find nothing except one in the high limit. $10 a spin. It's just over the line of positive EV. Put 100. Actually, I started with 500. I put 500 in right away. I knew it was going to take a lot to get started, and play that through, and just cannot get anything good. And I'm involved in that machine for 700 before I finally hit. And then it was so anemic when I hit. It hit for like $150. I'm like, are you kidding me? It was still in okay position, so I finished it out, and I ended up with 420. So I lost $280 on that. And I'm like, man, it doesn't get much worse than that. When you're in a good position and there's nothing you can do, you're just watching your money drain and drain and drain. And then eventually I ended up walking away from that machine down whatever I just said, $280. So I walk around, I find a couple other tiny plays, I make up like $35, and then finally I go to one last machine. I play that one, and that one takes all my money. I had to put another 100 in that one, put that other 100 in, and it finally hits like $5 or $10 into that 100, and I end up winning about 720, something like that on that. And that brings me ahead for the day a measly $23, I believe, or $24. So ended up ahead $24 after all those ups and downs. And I'm just actually June, what is it today? 11th. And then I put it in my notepad, plus 24. And then later on, I will go ahead and put it in my spreadsheet, which I'm pretty far behind on updating my spreadsheet. I need to do that because I have no idea how I closed out last month or how I'm doing right now. So anyway, on my way out, I talked to a guy who used to be a host for 9.5 years, and decided that he didn't like the job anymore because they started limiting him so much. And he said that they would look every day and see how much free play he gave out and to who, and eventually cut it down so much that they couldn't really give any free play to anybody. I'm going to go over here and check to see something real quick. Anyway, he got frustrated with all that and finally left being a host and became a security guy. And he told me he was already retired from another job and he didn't need another corporate thing, and that's the same for me. I'm so sick of corporate America. I worked at a grocery store when I was a kid, and that was okay. And then I opened up my own business, and I never wanted to work for anybody else. But when I did work for other people, I had to worry about what jokes I told and who I talked to and all that stuff. So I might have a little problem here. I'm going to let you go for a second. I'll be back. All right, sorry about that. I was driving by a business and I saw something a little fishy going on, and I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't something suspicious, and I talked to the guy and everything's okay. So yeah, I'll tell you about that some other time maybe. Anyway, so he was telling me, his wife plays at their properties. He obviously can't play at that property. I'm not sure if he can play at any of their properties, actually. But his wife plays at it, and we talked about comp system and things like that. And I said, come on, be honest with me. You guys would get paid based on how much we would lose, right? And he said, oh, no. I said, come on, every host gets paid that way. I just wanted to know about, how it works. It's like, well, we get paid a certain amount of money, and then we get a bonus based on your play. You mean based on my losses? No, well, based on your play, really. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I talked for a few more minutes, and I said, hey, there's this preferred parking over here, and it's only like 10 spots. And I'm just wondering, how does it work? How do I get one of those? Well, and he told me how much money. You have to run $375,000 through their slots in 3 months to get that parking spot. And we're talking about that parking spot's probably 30 feet closer than the regular parking. And 50% or more, maybe 80% of the cars that I see parked in that special spot are worth $5,000 or less, probably. And they're running $375,000 through the machines in order to get that parking spot. So anyway, so I had a pleasant talk with him, and I learned a little bit more about how their system works and stuff like that. But he was so frustrated with corporate America, is the point I was making before. And I was like, I just want to retire. My wife doesn't want me to retire, because how are we going to make money? Because she grew up in a church where you don't gamble, you don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do any of that stuff. And for her to believe, she believes, that obviously we're living a good life right now, and for her to believe that you can make money gambling, and to live off of gambling goes against a lot of what she grew up with. So I understand that, but at some point here, I'm going to have to say, it's over. And I'm thinking, that's, either I'm going to have to quit, or work is going to end up firing me, because I'm leaving so much and doing so many things. So anyway, right now I am heading back to the office. I'm late already, and I am going to be there for a little while, let them see my face. Then I'm going to go meet with the guy about the car. Actually, I may wait a little longer on that. Probably let him look at it and tell me what he thinks. If it's an easy fix, that might be okay. Otherwise, I will go back and get my money back for the car today. And then we'll go shopping. Maybe we can all go shopping together for me. Who knows? Letting you go. I'll be back. All right, guys, I am back. So kind of a tough afternoon this afternoon. So a lot of things going on at the same time. Had a lot of meetings. And in one of the meetings, one of my biggest support people in the office let me know that they will be retiring in 6 months. So she has been a big help to me, and we decided that we're going to have a little training once a week for maybe half an hour or so, and she's going to assign me homework on the things that she does so that I can learn how to do them as well as her, because there's no one else in the company that can do that, and that's something I'm supposed to be learning and developing anyway. So I thought that would be a good idea to do that. So that's really unfortunate. I had a meeting with my manager. Everything went smoothly there, no issues. Then I had a little bit of a break. I had another meeting, and then there was a meeting that was an external meeting that was coming up. So I ran to my car, put the headset on in my car, and did that while I drove to the casino. Okay, so then I had to stop in the casino parking lot and finish up my call. Finally finished up my call. I got a message from my wife that I need to pick up and drop off various kids, especially one right away. So I had a little bit of time left to be able to still get there in time. So I went in, looked around, found a couple small plays. Then I found a bigger play I played that through and got crushed on that one. I left that one down about $5.50 or so at $6 a spin. Moved on to a couple other smaller things and kind of chipped away at it, but just couldn't get over the hump. I ended up leaving down 87, so minus 87 there, and just ran out of time. Really, I also ran out of opportunity. There were other people checking machines, and the time was not good, so I had no choice but to leave down $87. Right now, it is rush hour time. I am far away from where I need to be to pick up my kid and drop off my kid. So, and rush hour is adding about 15 minutes to the time also, which I know in a lot of big cities that doesn't sound like much, but it does to us. So, right now I'm at a traffic light that's going to turn red in a second, and then it takes about 5 minutes for this light to turn green again. Come on, come on, come on. All right, I think I got through. At least now I'm on the highway. I'm getting on the ramp here to get on the highway, and I've got a chance to get there in time. But I'm going to pick up one of my boys and take him to baseball. I have so many sports: basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, everything else, running, track and field stuff, cross country, everything at the same time. Anyway, and you think that by the time summer comes around, things are going to ease up and it's not going to be so bad, but people who run during the year, they have to run all summer to keep up, and there's clubs and groups and things like that, and I think my wife may have signed them up for too many groups, because right now she's doing a lot of just running around, taking this one somewhere, picking up the other one, and so on. So anyway, right now I am heading toward home. I'm on the highway. Looks like I'm going to be on schedule. I don't think I'm going to do anything else tonight, but I'm going to keep this open just in case. If I do something, it's because this is what stinks about tomorrow. There's a machine that is going to be installed at this casino. I don't know if it's a machine that's beatable or not, but it was supposed to be turned on by tonight, late tonight, or early tomorrow, and I don't know what to do because this place is kind of far from home, and I'm heading the exact opposite direction tomorrow for an overnight. So look for another awesome overnight episode tomorrow. Hopefully we make as much as we did the last time we did that. But I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to miss out. Hopefully it's not, I want it to be a beatable machine for my future here, but temporarily I think I'm going to miss out on it, which is unfortunate, because lots of times when machines are turned on, there are some good opportunities on them. But anyway, okay, gonna let you go, and I'll be back to update you soon. Alright guys, I'm back. Right now it is a few minutes till 8 o'clock. Took my boy to his game, sat around there for a while, watched for a while until his mother got there, and then I left there and found a decent gas station to get gas for tomorrow. Tomorrow's trip is going to be a long one, probably 36 hours. So got gas and ready to go. Right now I'm at a different place picking up another kid from their practice. So this is more of, I think I discussed it before, college kids teaching younger kids skills. So that's what they're doing right now, and I'm just waiting in the parking lot for that to be over, and then I can get home. I was invited to a poker game tonight, which I'm not going to go to. Just need to get my rest because I'm going to go 36 hours no sleep. I should consider getting a hotel room down where I'm going. Maybe I'll call first thing in the morning and see if there's rooms available. If so, I'll get one in case I need to take a break. So that'll be that. Let me see. Other than that, today was a slightly down day, like under $100, like $40-50 down. No big deal. Actually, probably less than that, $30. So it's about a break-even day. Yesterday was a decent day, but I'm ready for the days when I can play blackjack, when I can play some bigger things and make some bigger money. So um, I know a couple days ago when I played and had that long night, it was getting a little bit iffy there for a while. A bunch of small wins. One of them was not my fault. I was called away to play a slot machine. Another one was just really slow. And when I got my money back, I was ahead. It was just so slow. I couldn't stand it anymore, and I left. But I did make a nice hit at the end there, about $7,000 in one shoe, and that helped bring me back. So yeah, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Uh, I don't know what else. I'm so focused right now on this stuff that I don't even know what else is going on. I don't know where I am up and down as far as how I'm doing overall. I haven't put numbers in the spreadsheet in a while, but I think everything is trending in the right direction. I'm going to try to find the title to my car tonight so that I can meet that guy in the next couple days. And I did put the repairs for the car on a credit card, and he couldn't figure out how to refund it, so he's going to give me a check back, which is awesome for me. So put the check in the bank account and pay the credit card off and keep all the points. So that'll be good. That's it, man. It's 72 degrees, 8 o'clock at night, and just waiting for my kid to come out, head home and relax. And I will talk to you guys first thing in the morning. If you have any questions or comments, the email is mwusa21@gmail.com, mwusa21@gmail.com. See you tomorrow.